guys, Ralph here, True Power Trumpet Fitness. Yeah, another late one. 2 o'clock, and I've not played yet today. I have run, I have done some kettlebells, I have taught a little bit. So here we are. It's been a couple days. I have been absolutely bombarded with work on my other channel, my other books and all that sort of stuff, and it seems like nothing gets done sometimes. But good problem to have, too much work, right? Anyway, let's talk about not overblowing. Common theme, but it's prevalent with so many guys. But yeah, let's do it. Notice the intake of air, okay? Now, once again, guys, I am not saying playing with a tiny little tone. If anybody's heard me play, you know that's not what I'm saying. You produce all the power that you need, all the tone, power, and range and endurance that you need on a little bit of air. Okay? Some people get that confused, and we'll talk about it. Again, 3-octave little arpeggiated deal up to articulated double C's. And I barely took a breath. Okay, now, little air. Now, very, very important. Once again, let me get my trumpet. As you know, I've been following these. I don't like to play this close to the screen because it completely distorts the sound. It takes a couple minutes for the sound to get back, volume and everything. So if I play right here, you're not going to be able to hear what I say the next. So I don't like to play. I play from back there, and I kind of, obviously you've seen that. There's a method to that madness. Anyway, set up before you put the mouthpiece on the lips. Very, very important. I'm ready to go. Okay? You do not want to set up on mushy lips and then try to get the compression. You don't get the true compression. You always set up before. Okay? You're set up beforehand. Okay? Now, also, you always breathe through the nose. Look what's happened if you breathe through the mouth. Even you set up beforehand, you're ready to go. You lost it. See what I mean? You completely lost the compression. I'm ready to go. Okay? I don't like to play right in front of the full volume. Very, very important, okay? Breathe through the nose. Not only that, right here, let's do the whole Arnold Jacobs thing. Open your mouth, nice relaxed breath. Breathe deep. Okay? You have no compression. Breathe through your nose, just a quick one. Just compress. You're ready to go. It's as simple as that. That's the difference between great chops and bad chops. Controlling it through the compression. Do not overblow. Guys, now once again, I know that you can't have a valid depiction of my tone. I tried playing up in my bigger living space with a little reverb, got a little more of that, but you can't get the true depiction of the volume here, okay? And people that have learned of me on YouTube and have actually had the ability to come over here and take a lesson. Can't believe how strong it is. I mean, it's knocked the walls down strong. Now, I can tone it down and, like Mel said, caress the baby, the But it is all, whether you're playing Maynard Ferguson, lead with Maynard Ferguson, or you're playing with Seiji Ozawa, it's the same intake, the same compression. You are just controlling it, the compression and what you need with the tongue. Double C. New York Philharmonic. It's as simple as that, guys. And when you use the strongest muscle in the body, okay? Now remember, I am I never said get a small tone. Never said. I say don't overblow. Every now and then when I have a student that is a huge overblower, I have them play some start mezzo forte, piano, really subdued stuff to try to get the control of the tongue and the compression. Once they do that, then the tone just opens up and you get this enormous tone without overblowing. And I do it all the time, especially with my more advanced students. We do a silly little Clark study. Okay. You play it once in a whisper. In a whisper. Once, mezzo forte, you're playing second trumpet in a concert band. All right. Then, same thing, you're playing the same thing in Maynard Ferguson's band. It's all control with the compression. All control with the compression. I'm taking the same amount of air. Okay? So when you're practicing, guys, I am not saying play with a tiny little tone. And on the other hand, I am not saying blast your brains out. That is not what, none of my students sound like they're blasting, or they shouldn't. Okay? It's all very, very controlled, but with unbelievable projection and power. That's the thing. The power is we've never heard it before. We've really never heard it before because of the compression. You've heard it a handful of times. Harry James, Horst Fischer, blah, 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 blah. Okay? But that is what you're after. Now, another misconception, and this came up again with another one of my students. Guys, once you get the compression, playing these notes is so easy. And I talk, it's like, I've done the Brandenburg, doing C crunches. I've done all this sort of stuff. It's so easy. I'm barely holding the horn. There is not a mark anywhere on my lips. And I'm playing hundreds of double C's every single day, well into my 60s. I'm barely touching this. Now, that does not mean you don't put some energy out. With that tongue, you are getting a huge, enormous compression inside the mouth. And that's where you want it to be. Let the tongue do the work. It's the strongest muscle in the body. Now, the great Adolf Scherbaum I read an article years ago, and I can't quote it, and I can't give it to you, and I'm not even sure if it's online or whatever. But I did read this years ago, the great Adolf Scherbaum. If you've ever heard him, check him out. There's not a lot on the internet. But he was a precursor to Maurice Andre. Okay? He was not as great as Andre. He didn't have the beauty of tone. He didn't have the musicianship. He didn't have the lyrical ability. But his chops were otherworldly. He was actually, up to a double C, he was actually stronger than Andre. Much stronger than Andre. And, he was an excellent player, not to make him sound like he was a butcher. But compared to Andre, he was not quite that. The whole point is, he was a phenom at the time. Nobody had ever heard that before. Okay? And he came to the United States once, and a scientist got a hold of him, a research guy got a hold of him, and somehow, I don't know how accurate it was, calibrated the amount of compression inside his mouth. And they had that very close to that of an automobile tire. That's the compression. That's the compression you're getting. Now, that takes work. It's like lifting a kettlebell. Okay? You're not just going to sit there. You're not going to do that. Okay? That takes work. Okay? Now, but that work, when it's done right, takes all the pressure off your arm, takes all the pressure off your lips. So it is easy to sustain these notes, play these notes in all registers, plays with power, because you are not straining. All the work is done by the muscle that can very easily take it. The lips can't take it. We know that. We've all just used, every single one of us, Maynard, everybody's used enough arm pressure that it hurts. They're sore the next day. You can't play. You're stiff. The lips can't take it. You have to take the pressure off the lips, put it on the tongue with the compression inside the mouth, which is supported by the intercostals, the abdominals, and everything. There is your power. Relax the corners. Don't overblow. Compress with the tongue. Firm down on the lower lip. Now, I can play with my tongue through the teeth, and it's just so meek and dormant. See, that's nothing. Now I press down on it. The same air intake, everything, but I tripled the tone. Press down on the bottom lip, firm. Okay, guys, that's it for today. My daughter is coming home tomorrow. She's coming home. She's coming home. Tell the world. So I'm going to be off the grid, and I'm just going to be smiling all day. So I will see you guys Monday, and we'll do it again. In the meantime, compress. Love you all. Have a great day.